Hey, everybody, this is Mike Bellbauer from the Flagler County Drug Court Foundation, coming to you from the Flagler Voice podcast studios here in Palm Coast. And I am happy today to have a special guest with me. Her name is Theresa, and I met Theresa at a business networking group that I belong to and she belongs to. And as I explained to the group, that we have an opportunity for those people who want to help the Drug Court Foundation in what we do. We have something called the Club 100, which asks local businesses if they'd like to help us and participate to give us $120 for a year. That helps us on our budget. Our goal is to have 100 businesses in our county to do that. We're quite a ways away from that, but more and more people are coming on board. And when I explained what this process was at the network meeting, Chrissy was the first one to come up and say, here it is. So this is our ability to say thank you, not to Chrissy, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Teresa, but that's all right. We're not even going to take that out. Those are mistakes that are allowed to happen.
Yeah.
It was Teresa. And then I wasn't able to reach her. She went away for a couple of weeks, and I wasn't able to. I said, when you came back, I want to be able to help you by thanking you for what you've done for us, because what you have done by becoming a Club 100 member, you're helping to save lives. And that's what we're all about. So everybody, I want you all now to say hi to Theresa.
Hi, Mike. Thanks for having me here today. I appreciate what you do. We all have people in our lives that need help.
Yes.
And for those of us that have had people in our lives that haven't made it or whatever, if there's anything that we can do to make that not the experience for somebody else, we want to do that. So $120 is a pretty reasonable rate to be able to do that. So thank you for what you do.
Well, again, I thank you for coming on board and having that understanding of what this is all about. When we came up with the idea for the Club 100, we figured, okay, for most businesses, this is not an enormous amount. I mean, we'd love everybody to come up with 10 or 20,000. That would be fine. That's not likely to happen. But 120 out of a budget is really not a big deal for most people. Now, some businesses today, we know things are rough. That's okay. And we work under the philosophy that somebody that gives us for what we do $1 is 100% more than somebody gives us nothing.
That's right.
So we're thankful for all those who participate in any fashion. But the Club 100 helps us in preparing our budget, giving us a rough idea of what we're going to have to do, what we have to raise from additional fundraisers, because all our stuff is done by fundraising and donation contributions from individuals and businesses. And like I like to tell people that, and I'm probably off by a couple of percent, but I say 97% of every dollar comes in goes to help our participants in the drug court program or train our volunteers. So we're all volunteers. We don't have an office if all the mail comes to my house. So we're not spending money outside of what we try to do to help people. So what you've done is a tremendous help.
Well, and I don't think I had any idea of the percentage of people here in Flagler County that need help with this. And I think if more people were aware, and that's part of why we're here, right?
Yes, it is.
Is so that people can be aware of not only what I do, but what you do, and to be able to connect in one way or another, whether it's to help financially, whether it's to volunteer, or whether they need help themselves for them or their family.
Yeah, and you got that 100% correct, because we obviously need money, but I do need volunteers. I need people that have different gifts that they can use to help the people that are in the program, or help us with administrative things and things that we're burdened with to get everything rolling the right way. And that's the reason I belong to the business networking groups. Obviously, most people who belong to those groups are to get new customers. My speech is, I'm not looking for any new customers, but I am looking for people that are willing to help us both financially and physically, and help the people that are in the program. We educate the community on what's going on, which you mentioned there, which is an extremely important thing. We live in a beautiful community. Most people have their eyes closed, okay, because there's lots of stuff. We know that for a period of time, we were the #1 suicide county in the state based on population. We have been between the 2nd and 10th highest overdose county in the state, based again on population. So there's things that when we look at how beautiful our physical location is, that we don't have in mind those other things. And on national average, 10% of your population is suffering in some form that need recovery. So for us, that's what, 15,000 people or
Yeah,
so in the
that's a
county?
lot.
And growing at a rather rapid race. So we need to be concerned. And it's not all about government. It's got to be a mix of government and private enterprises helping to do all this stuff. We can't put all the burden on one or the other. There has to be cooperation and getting people to be knowledgeable on what's happening will help us get there. So that's it. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot more time on us. I want to spend more time on you.
All right.
And find out a little bit about what you do and what your business is like.
All right. So once again, my name is Theresa Cafera, and I'm a Doterra wellness advocate.
Doterra?
Doterra.
Doterra. Okay.
D-O-T-E.
Doterra.
Doterra, not Doterra, Doterra.
Okay.
Although it kind of looks like do, but that's all
okay.
right. So Doterra was founded in 2008 as an essential oil company. So we have essential oils that are grown and sourced from over 48 different countries around the world. So wherever those oils are naturally grown and have the right soil and the right climate, they're going to be the best. It's kind of like maybe pizza dough, right? It depends on the water, on how good the pizza dough is. So we do source our oils from other places, not just the United States. And doTERRA says that we are the most tested grade. What that means is every oil batch that is harvested is tested over 50 times before it gets in the bottle and comes to the consumer. Now, and some of that is third-party testing. So remember when you were in third grade or fourth grade and we still had spelling tests, which I understand they don't have anymore. But
I wish they didn't have it back then. I didn't do well with them.
But anyway, you either got to grade your own paper or you passed it across the aisle and the person across the aisle took place of the grader, And so if you were grading your own paper, it might turn out a little bit differently than if your partner across the aisle, especially if they're not your best friend, right, was correcting your papers. So that's part of what doTERRA does is they have third-party testing along with business testing to make sure that the quality is the gold standard of essential oils. So that's a little bit about doTERRA. And then you can use essential oils 3 ways. You can use them aromatically. So you're familiar with diffusing. I mean, you walk by a perfume counter and you've inhaled whatever's there, right? Or a pizza place, you're smelling that, right? So all of those smells go into our system. So aromatically, topically, you can apply essential oils to your skin. Your skin is the largest organ of your body, so you want to be careful about what you're putting on. And you can even put essential oils on the bottom of your feet, depending upon how careful you want to be as far as sensitivity or whatnot. And doTERRA essential oils, the molecules are so small that in 20 minutes, those couple of drops on the bottom of your feet have affected every cell in your body. So that's that. And then doTERRA also has oils that you can take internally. So if you were to go to a local store and look at most essential oil bottles, they will tell you do not ingest. That's not the case with doTERRA. A lot of the oils are internal. Now, not all of them, just like you wouldn't pick up a branch of a cedar tree and chomp on it, you're not going to ingest the cedar oil. But anything that you might ingest on a regular basis, you can also ingest in our oils. And there is a supplement label there on the bottle.
One of the things that intrigued me a little bit about, but I have a lot of lack of knowledge of your products. But looking at more holistic health stuff, and if you can go way back into history, and what some of the things that I've become involved with were used 5,000 or 6,000 years ago, and then as we got into the commercial world, and when you took, like as an example, you didn't pop aspirin way back then. You might have chewed on a bark. I forget what the tree it was.
Wintergreen or birch are really good for as an aspirin
and
kind
then
of.
that was commercialized, and then we have charging. And there's a lot of other things that go along with that. I'm a big proponent of bee venom therapy because I've used it, and it's helped me dramatically where the medical world couldn't do a thing. So I'm curious about in that area, because we've been doing a lot of shows here on health issues and holistic health and stuff like that. Is that a lot of what your product
Yes.
deals with?
Yes. So we have different. Well, first of all, Doterra, I said, was started as an essential oil company. So everything is based on those essential oils. So right now we have vitamins, and those vitamins, besides having all of the, B vitamins and C vitamins and all of the other things, they have added essential oils to their vitamins. And so that's one of the things that sets doTERRA apart. We also have household things, household cleaners, because you're trying to step away from some of these chemical things like bleach or the different things that get, they cause asthma or breathing problems or whatever. So if you can do something natural that works, some people use vinegar. That's a great thing. You can add lemon to your vinegar, and that works too. So yeah, all of our products have some sort of essential oils in them as part of what they do.
Okay, excellent. Well, that's interesting. And again, it's something that we're here at the studio are very interested in, the holistic medical things that can help people more naturally, without them having to get prescriptions, without
Right.
the negative side effects of most drugs, whether they're over the counter or not. So we want to be more careful. We're looking to be more aware.
Right.
And finding out what things would be better for us. And it sounds like, and we tell people, do your own research.
Absolutely.
Don't just take what we say or what you hear. Do your own research to find out if what we're hearing and what essential oils might be good for whatever your desires are. One thing you said in earlier when you were talking about putting a couple of drops on your feet, I know because I was in the water treatment business for a while. And you could tell people that, in your shower or bath, you intake 20% of your water for the day.
Oh.
And if that water was no good, you're taking, because your skin is the biggest sponge there is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what goes on goes in.
Right.
So you do have to be careful what you put on, because it's going to go in.
Yeah.
And so those things are important to understand as you're doing this. And to find that information. Well, again, I want to thank you for what you've done for us. The little bit I've learned about your stuff now has also piqued my interest even more, and hopefully we'll go from there. And again, the Flagler County Drug Court Foundation needs our public's help. And if you can help us in any way, please feel free to contact me. Mike Feldbauer at 401-864-6997 or mfeldbauer, Feldbauer, at gmail.com. And then, Teresa, before we shut down, why don't you tell people how to reach you?
Okay. Well, they can call me. I'm kind of old-fashioned, so call me or text me at 973-202-8111. You can email me too at CaFeraTB. Let me spell that because it's tricky. C as in Charlie, A-F-F like Frank, A-R-R like Roger, A-T like Teresa, B like boy at hotmail.com. I'm glad it's not AOL, right?
Well,
As that's going away.
yeah.
But those are the two best ways. Or if you want to look at my website, you can go to referral.doterra, that's DOTERRA .me/462-965 and look at the products that are available.
Excellent. Again, I want to thank you for being with us today, giving us a little insight into what your products can do for the average person, and hope it sparks some interest. I know it has in me.
Thank you.
So again, everybody, this is Mike from the Flagler County Drug Court Foundation, and we're going to be saying goodbye to you for today. We'll see you again next time.